and I'm tired of going back and forth with y'all, with the lawyers.
That's just not true.
Okay, no. Let me tell you something. Let me say this. I'm not a referee. So I'm gonna get off the phone right now. Listen to me. I'm gonna get off the phone right now, and I am gonna let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together the right way. We're losing. Because something has to give.
We need the core theme to be, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong on any front. And you've come to New York to face things head on. If anyone's ever paying any attention to what you've actually been doing, you've handled this with complete honor.
I don't think it's working. I've listened. I've been a superb client, as you said. I jumped on the plane. I'm coming to New York, but I'm just running around waiting for a shoe to drop.
We're losing sight of the big picture, man. It's the middle of September and there's still no indictment.
Bro, then you have to have a spokesman. You have to have some sort of comms to constantly be pushing that, Mark. Because you may just be a person that you just may watch CNN. You know what I'm saying? And there's 9 billion people in the world. And 7 billion of them is on Instagram and TikTok. And so you at the wrong place looking to see what the people with the possible jurors are thinking. We have to find somebody that'll work with us, whether they from this country or from another country. It could be somebody that has dealt in the dirtiest dirty business of media and propaganda. We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Holmes, reincarnation, all those changes, tax, eats. All those name changes are attached to really bad deeds.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, man? Hey, man. Man, listen, man. This documentary of Diddy, man, is hitting the airwaves, man. This thing is crazy because now you got people accusing Diddy of betraying his lawyer. You know what I'm saying? But betraying his lawyer. Man, listen to me, man. If you don't know why you don't know what's going on with this documentary, everybody going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Over this thing. A lot of people see some truth. A lot of people just see like they just trying to take him down even more because they know if he get back, and yo, because you know what they always say, man. It's not when you fall, it's how you get back up. And when you get back up, and everybody like, they don't want that. A lot of people don't want him to get back up because they know, man. And I'm looking at it, you know, and there's a lot of people that's been heard by him. And to those people, man, we definitely look at this carefully and everything like that. But on this point right here, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the mind games that's being played in the industry, and it's deeper than that too. The mind games that's being played all over the world. It's not just the Diddy part is like, that's like, it's so minute, so small. There's a way bigger thing I play right now. You know what I'm saying? The Diddy part, that's just like, we just watching a little thing right there. You get what I'm saying? Like, so when I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, this dude Diddy, I'm realizing that now looking at the documentary, he didn't trust no one. He did not trust his lawyers. You know, here's what I will give him though. Like, while we all looking at him as like, yo, you guilty and this and that, he opened my eyes to something else that I never, ever would think of my mind. Yo, he didn't look at anything about guilty. He looked at it as, okay, we gotta strap up with our sneakers on and let's go to war. We gotta go to war. There's no longer if I'm guilty or innocent. at this point right now, this is a whole different ball game. And I must say, Tupac, no pun intended, said only God can judge me. So I can't judge him for being like, yo, man, you know this was wrong, you know that was wrong, you know, because men judges, man, that's suspect. I will give you that. I will give him that. You a man just like me. How dare you trying to judge me when I know what you do? You know what I'm saying? So I'll give him that. I say, okay, you don't want to take responsibility. And to those people who, yo, why you not taking responsibility? That's not what the world we live in. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to see this thing, and he's giving us a glimpse of it. He's giving us a glimpse of it. And it had nothing to do with him being guilty or not. He knew there was bigger people at play. He knew that there was some maliciousness going on. He knew that. He knew about media. Yo, he knew about the media. Yo, and I'm like, oh, nah, Diddy's too smart, man. No. You guys don't understand what was happening. This dude's taping his own lawyer. So once somebody might say, oh, well, ain't nothing wrong with, yeah. You're not supposed to be taping people without their knowledge. The lawyer didn't know he was being taped. You're not supposed to be doing that. You get what I'm saying? Not like, yo. So Diddy, and it's showing the dark side, and we might call it dark side, but this is what they do. This is what it is. This is that world. The world we live in. The world we live in. We thinking, go to church, go to the mosque, do this, do that. Yo, the world they live in. Oh man, they recording you. They at all times, yo, everything is happening. They doing, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm saying they, I'm saying the world that's at play right now. The world that's at play that we don't see. You know, these invisible hands that's moving things and we don't see it. We think life is just happening, but they moving it, they shifting it. It might be shifting with the media, what we're watching in the news with the food. Yo, it's deeper than just Diddy, man. And Diddy just know a little glimpse of it, and he was using it. And he knew. He like, yo, oh shoot, I'm up next. This is time for me. I have to double back. I have to flip things around. And I'm like, okay. But they saying he betrayed his lawyer, man. He betrayed his lawyer, you know. And as a lawyer, you know, a lawyer itself, they know the law. Because it's illegal to actually, you know, tape a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, in some states, you can't, like, let's say you tape somebody on the phone and then you take it to court. Nah, that tape may not be admissible because it's actually illegal in some states to do it. It might be all states, you know what I'm saying? And at that point, here's what he did even more crazier. Now, here's a way that you could actually do it the right way. If you taping them, but if somebody else is there, and just, you know, the third party, like recording it or listening to it, that's a whole totally different ball game. That's a totally different ball game because the phone call itself is just one thing. Now the person on the third that's recording it, that's something else. You know what I'm saying? Now they have that's fresh. That's new material that they got for them. You know what I'm saying? So people believe like Diddy, you know, he did him wrong. He did his lawyer wrong because he should have, you know, you trust in your lawyer to save your life, which he did. And at the beginning, he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you doing grimy things to him. Those conversations, those conversations, man, there has to be confidential. Imagine that lawyer is leaking things on the other side on Diddy. But to be fair, let's be fair about that though. Diddy didn't push it out himself. So you gotta remember, Diddy's looking bad himself. These are the things that, you know, he didn't mean to do it, but it just happened. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened with the guy, whatever it is, wasn't getting paid or whatnot. He felt like, you know, he had footage to sell and he sold it to the highest bidder, whether it's true or not. So that was what that was about. But when you're thinking about it, like, yo, Diddy did him wrong, right? Diddy did his lawyer wrong. Now, we looking at it that way, but we got to look at it from a man who's desperate, a man who's paranoid, a man who's like, who thinks he's not wrong, who thinks that he didn't do nothing, you know, committed no crime, and probably had, you know, he probably already asked God forgiveness and everything like that. But see, here's the thing. Just because you ask God forgiveness and God forgives you for all your sins, God always forgives. You know, you still may have to face the piper. You know, when God forgives you, that's just for peace of mind. We as men be thinking like, oh shoot, God forgive me, and so I'm forgiven from everybody. No. You know, the people you did wrong, they still feeling the pain. You know what I'm saying? God relieves you of feeling guilty, of feeling, you know, horrible for doing pain to somebody else. That's all that God did for you. Now, you may have to go pay the piper. So Diddy wasn't ready to pay the piper. Whatever wrong that people thought he did or the government thought he did, at this point, he said, man, let's go. He understood the assignment of media. He understood the assignment. So he said to himself, let's go to war. I'm paying you money. Yo, let's hire the best people. He said it could be even foreign government. Eh? Yo, he went, yo, I was shocked. Yo, I was shocked when, I was shocked. I'm shocked. Yo, I'm shocked because I'm like, what am I watching? Is this a Jason Bourne movie? What the heck going on? He was so ready. He was so ready. He said we're gonna we're gonna outsource media. Yo, bring them in. You know what I'm saying? You know, I really think he was fighting against. He probably thought maybe he still is. That the CIA and all of them on him. Man, he was like, man, bring people overseas. He outsourced this thing because he said like, yo, the media. So why would he say media? Why would a person like Diddy would point out media? Why would he say media, man? Like what? Like you beat your girl. You beat your girl. We saw it on tape. Yeah. But here's the thing: he wasn't being charged for that, right? So he wasn't being charged for that. So now, whatever they charging him for that RICO thing. He had all type of things going on, and there was, you know, and when it comes to the government, you facing RICO. Listen, once you get found guilty, all your assets will be taken away from you. That's the way they do it. And that was the main point. And I've heard, you know, former criminals are saying that it was like, yo, the government got greedy because they wanted the money. It wasn't, they wanted the money, they wanted the conviction, but they wanted the money. And the thing about it is this, listen, man, they were saying like this. They're like, oh, okay. The government, you got to remember, the prosecution, right? Prosecutors, once they bring a case in front of them, here's how it goes. It's not about if you're guilty or not guilty. Once the case is being presented in front of them, they like a lion with a gazelle or walking in front of them. Like, yo, it's just no. It's time to devour whatever it is that's in front of them. So Diddy understood that. So he said, let's play the media game. We're gonna have to do media. We're gonna have to do our own media. And if you think about it, he had already started doing his own media revolt because he's like, yo, control the narrative. And you control the mind, control your own narrative. That's why you got to have it that way, because they can shift it on you. They can actually shift it on you. I'm like, oh, shoot. And I'm sitting back like, yo, this dude right here, it's crazy, man. I'm thinking to myself like, yo, this dude Diddy, he knew. He knew. And another thing too, he had money ready. You gotta have money. You gotta have money to fight. Money is not everything, but you gotta have money to fight. So he was ready for the war. He was ready for the fight. Hire the best lawyer, put the pressure on them. Allow them to know, like, hey, I want you to do your job. And he was screaming at them. He was talking to them. He was saying to them, yo, man, y'all trying to play me. He didn't trust them. He did not trust his lawyers. He don't trust nobody. Why wouldn't you? Your life on the line. He didn't trust them. So he's like, man, he's taping them because he don't trust them. He really thought this was a play at him. He really thought this was a play at him. They wanted to bring him down. Even though we kind of later found out that, yo, he beat his girl and everything. And, you know, so with all the stuff that there was alleged, you know, a lot of stuff that he did do. And, you know, he didn't get caught up for the big things, but we know he got caught up for something. So he was doing something. Maybe not everything, but he was doing something. So, but the thing is, and I'm looking at him like, yo, you don't trust your own lawyer, and it's just lesson to you. It's just lesson for anybody. You know, you just when you're in the world, when you're living in the world, and you could trust God, but not man. That's what it gives me, man. Like, he didn't trust nobody. And rightfully so. Why he trusting nobody? Because he don't know who's selling him out. He don't know what's going on. He's looking at it like, yo, his whole empire is being torn down, and people is betraying him left to right, and he's looking at it like the empire is falling down. You know what I'm saying? Which all empires, you know, at some point in time, they're gonna fall down. But he's looking at it like, no, if I could help it, I'm you know, I guess he could like slow it down a little bit. And that's what he definitely did. You know what I'm saying? He allowed himself to be, he definitely did it, man. He did it. And I'm looking at him like, yo, if it wasn't for him putting the pressure on his lawyer, putting the pressure on everybody else that was on this thing, he wouldn't never made it, man. He wouldn't never get them years. But we don't know. He might get indicted on something new. But we don't know. But this round right there, which everybody thought he was got, but he knew how to fight. And it was at one point, this dude had people outside, you know, with t-shirts, you know, free Diddy, and we don't understand none of this. And then at some point they talking about they have bloggers to you know what I mean? They was feeding the bloggers with news, with what to say. You know what I'm saying? Yo, and it's a serious case. And in this point, and I'm looking at it like, okay, as serious as it is, this thing was even deeper. It's a deeper thing. They was playing chess, man. They was playing chess. They was playing that manipulation game. And I'm like, oh shoot, we living in a world where we thinking is, oh, he's right, he's wrong, or yeah, you guilty, you shouldn't do that. Oh, if you do that, you know, we living in our world, and we living it. We trying our best, but it seems like the higher ups, man, they live in a whole different ball game. And they live in a whole different ball game. They know how to play it, and they playing it. And Diddy was playing the same game. He didn't trust him, man. He did not trust his lawyer. He did not trust nobody. He probably still not trusting nobody still now. Look, they just showed for money. They just showed whoever he had doing whatever it was doing for him in terms of taping what he was doing. Yo, they just showed it. Yeah, there's no trust. There's no trust. Roger Bond, no trust. He was with Diddy, or through the whole thing. What was going? A lot of the things. You know what? When it came time, he ain't trust. He turned on him. Listen, I'm not here to judge anybody who, what did what, you know what I'm saying? Whether they was wrong, whether they was right in terms of Roger Burns. I would never, say, he shouldn't do it. I'm just saying to you is, the person like Diddy, why he would be taping his own lawyer. He probably, because he don't trust nobody. And then a lot of times too, they saying, people who's doing wrong themselves, they're looking at it like, man, I ain't trusting nobody. They can't trust nobody because they did so many people wrong. That could be the case too. But I'm like, and everybody saying he betrayed his lawyer. I don't know about that, man. I think he was, he betrayed his lawyer because that's his lawyer, you know what I'm saying? The confidentiality, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's betrayal. That's definitely betrayal and it's wrong. But in hindsight, man, I just think that he looked at it like, man, I'm not trusting nobody, including my lawyer, because they trying to hang me. And he's facing life. He's facing all type of craziness. And the world was falling down on him. You know what I'm saying? And he put the pressure and helped Mark win a case. You know what I'm saying? He helped them win. Yeah, Mark won. But with the pressure, I think Diddy gave him, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Because the way I look at it as a man who was losing his soul, who was losing his mind, but he trying to control his own narrative, and he told his lawyer he didn't trust his lawyer, and he had them like, man, heck no. If y'all help them take me down, I have a witness. I have a witness conversation that y'all trying to do me wrong.
So as of right now, hi, my name is Mark Agnifilo. I'm Mr. Combs' lawyer. We have not seen the indictment. I expect it'll be unsealed, I think within the hour. Then everyone will be able to see it. I expect we're going to have an arraignment at some point later today. It's unclear exactly what time, but as these details become known to me, I'll share them with the press, and you guys won't be behind the curve, I promise.
Did you speak to Mr. Combs?
I speak to him all the time, yeah.
What's his reaction to everything you said?
We knew this was coming. I mean, he moved to New York, as I think some of you guys know. We brought him to New York about 2 weeks ago because we knew this day was going to come, and it's here.
Did you expect it to happen last night? Was that planned?
No, it's not planned. Certainly, it's not planned by us. I mean, he came here to surrender at a time agreeable to the U.S. Attorney's Office, and then they arrested him last night. I spent the evening with him. I was with him until about 1 o'clock. His spirits are good. He's confident. He is dealing with this head on, the way he's dealt with every challenge in his life. And he's not guilty. He's innocent of these charges. We know what the charges are going to be without seeing the indictment. It's going to be racketeering. It's going to be sex trafficking. It's going to be things along those lines. This is what we've been expecting since the searches in March. He, to his great credit, he voluntarily came to New York. Not a lot of defendants do that. He came to New York to basically engage the court system and start the case, and it'll start today. And he's going to plead not guilty, obviously. He's going to fight this with all of his energy and all of his might and the full confidence of his lawyers. And I expect a long battle with a good result for Mr. Combs.
Do you think he'll be released?
I'm going to fight like hell to get him released, and he should be released with all that he's done and coming here voluntarily. And guys, I'm going to cut it short because I have to go in. All right. So thank you all very much, and I'll keep it all posted.